Hi everyone, I am Sarah with Divine Love Healing. I am here today with a special soul connections reading for you guys centered around the incoming fall equinox energies. This is going to be a little bit different if you're used to following me on my YouTube channel, Divine Love Healing. And you guys know, if you follow me there, that I do a lot of different soul connections videos, and I've been guided, throughout the process as my journey has changed to kind of change up how I'm doing these. So I have something a little bit different today. I don't know how it's going to flow. Sometimes when the messages just start coming in, I change up, what I already had quote planned because that's just how spirit works. But what I want to do today is I want to just try to make this quick. I know I'm not the best at doing that, but we'll try to tap in just in the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. And, as I just said, we are exiting summer season. We are entering the fall equinox. So, how is it the saying goes that as the leaves fall, it's a beautiful reminder of, how perfect it is to let things go. This is a time of transformation. It's a time of just, there's the whole cycles of life, right? In everything, death, rebirth, regeneration, new beginnings. So my intention today to tap into is to see what it is that we're being asked to let go of, to surrender to, even with this Mars retrograde that just came in and this new moon, are there things that are coming to the surface? Are there shadows that we still need to work on? There always is, everything's a spiral, everything keeps coming back. But I just want to tap into the current energy and see what's going on now. You guys also know, if you follow me regularly, that this may come across, and sometimes that's how it channels out, as I'm, talking about a relationship with you and a specific person. If you're on the sacred partner, twin flame, whatever path, that may or may not resonate with you. So take what resonates, toss the rest. But my focus on my journey, and I think where, what I would guide and counsel my clients on, is that we have to focus the journey on ourselves. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And so, you know, I would strongly encourage you to apply these, whatever comes out as far as these messages, to your own inner masculine and feminine. And remember that if you are dealing with a specific person, they're your mirror. Everything in society, everything's a mirror. But what is it trying to teach you? You've got it, versus blaming the other person, look at yourself. So without further ado, because like I said, I'm going to try to keep this short. I'm just going to pull a few cards. We're going to look at, I think we're going to look at the masculine first. I'm going to pull one, instead of doing a spread like I normally do, I'm going to pull one tarot card from the Everyday Witch Tarot. We're going to pull some oracle cards as well, and we're just going to see what comes out for the masculine energy with the fall equinox. What is Spirit want us to know? We've got the Journey Oracle. We've got the Heal Yourself cards. And again, this may or may not be within himself or his own inner feminine issues that he's, yeah. Okay, and then we got the Twin Flame Shadows, as well as the Surrender. I think it's Surrender Oracle, or Power of Surrender, yeah. I haven't used these in a while, so two wanted to come out there. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right. So I definitely feel like the masculine energy is being pushed to close out cycles. I mean, that's not surprising since we are entering a new season, and that's what this entire reading is about here. But of all of the 78 cards in the tarot, we've got the World, and it's a major arcana. So I know this is as a female, but this is kind of just letting go. I'm just getting, and you guys, if you watch me, I'm not always polite with my language, but it's just letting go of the bullshit. It's like, I am tired of carrying this weight, and we'll get the other cards are the reason that I'm picking this up as well. But it's just this carefree energy, just like, you know what, I feel like for a lot of the masculine collective, a lot of them have went through an awakening since Leo season, since the Lion's Gate, and they're maybe starting to be ready to surrender the drama of their 3D existence. And they realize that because they have not been in surrender, they've been in resistance. And the more they're in resistance, the more drama they're creating. And it's this self-perpetuating cycle, like over and over and over, they keep repeating the same cycles. And it's making them desperate. It's making them feel desperate and anxious. You will soon start to feel relief about the situation. And I think it's because they're finally letting go. And I feel like maybe for some of them too, there's this wild energy that's coming about when you have an awakening. I know myself 3 years ago, my energy was just out of control, like 1,000 degrees, Kundalini awakening, chakras opening. I was waking up at 3 in the morning and couldn't sleep, wild dreams, astral experiences. So I think there is a lot of that. If you want to apply this to a specific person, you know, if you're watching this and you're thinking of a specific masculine person versus your own inner masculine, I think they are, you know, fantasizing about their feminine, about their counterpart. There's just this wild, untamed energy that I feel like something is kind of building here. But I think he's seeing the feminine as this just, you know, she's navigating her own path. She is powerful. She's creative, she just flows, and she's on her own journey. And I think he's kind of feeling desperate because he's feeling left behind. And he's not letting, the reason he's being left behind is because he's not surrendering and letting go of the drama, right? And so, but what I think this fall equinox energy is bringing is that he's finally willing to let it go. Now, the shadows that came up, we had two that wanted to come out, was scorned and pitiful. And so, you know, as we know, the masculine energy often, you know, in these dynamics has had some sort of past heartache where they have been burned. They've been burned when they have, you know, it's like this beautiful wild woman with this lantern. It's like if I approach her and tried to get on that boat with her, she's going to scorn me. She's going to burn me. She's going to hurt me. She's going to make me, you know, it's like bringing out all of his wounds of, you know, feeling pitiful, feeling, you know, rejection. It's this fear, but yet he's feeling her energetically pull away. And he's feeling her energetically pull away. And, you know, it's either this make or break time is kind of what I'm getting here, because, and we're going to tap into the feminine energy separately, but obviously because they're so intertwined within us, they always kind of come through in these messages when I do these readings. But I think, you know, this is also like the feminine, this represents the feminine in her energy where she is letting go. She is carefree. She has surrendered the drama. She is no longer desperate to be with him. She's out doing her own thing. And she's like, you know what? I don't need this anymore. I don't need this drama. I don't need any of this. And so I feel like that, again, I'm picking up on he's got the kind of this desperate energy, and it's really triggering up in him this feeling of like he's got to either come forward or he's going to lose her. That's what I'm getting. Because this is obviously, you know, resonating, you know, for people I would think that have been on the journey a really long time. But it's interesting because I haven't even pulled the cards for the feminine, but I'm picking up on the energy of this feminine is kind of like roaming free. She has let go of the drama. She's thankful for everything that's happened in the dynamic, but she no longer needs it, and he's sensing that. That's what I'm getting, but we're going to see. We're going to go ahead really quickly and pull a tarot card for the feminine. Yeah. Wow. You guys know what I say. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Could not make it up. Yep. Wow. Oh my God. You guys just, I'm glad, this is why I shuffle on camera, because nobody would believe this, that this is what happens. So I was just saying, like, she's kind of gone on her own. She's like cutting away the drama. She's ready to make her own start, her own, you know, she's in her power. She has surrendered and is surrendering to her full power. This has been in place since Leo season, Lionsgate. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. The feminines are, you know, many of them, you know, have been awakened for a while. They're starting, you know, businesses. They're, you know, engaging in creative endeavors. They're tapping into their intuition, their spirituality. They are stepping into their authentic truth, right? And Ace of Swords is here. And it's like, it's for me very much energy of you're cutting away things that no longer serve. You're starting fresh, and it can be a difficult new beginning of all the aces. But when you get this one, it's like, she looks kind of carefree. She's kind of like, yeah. And it's like these, I don't know if they're doves, but they're flying around. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to just to start fresh, to cut away, create my own home. It's like many of us have been, you know, bettering our homes, and really, when I say bettering our homes, just making it feel like home within ourselves, but also our environment. Choosing, art, and choosing decorations, and choosing just to have that environment. It's like, this is my home. I don't need a person here with me to make it my home. It's my home. I'm fine being alone. I'm fine being alone. And this card says you've disconnected from the universe and your intuition. I'm not picking up on that vibe here with these cards. I think what this means for me is the feminines have disconnected from the belief and the feeling that they have to have this other person to complete them. They've disconnected from this, even like on a 5D level, like I have to connect to this person telepathically, and I have to, please let me just dream about them. Or, they're really not missing them anymore. They're just whole on their own. Again, that's like they're walking away. They're out and doing, going on their way, and the masculines are sensing it. And so what I'm getting, and I'm going to just pull, I just want to pull a couple of connection cards just to see what's going on. But yeah, it's weird. I had a feeling that card was going to come out. That is so bizarre. So what I'm feeling is the feminines, especially, they're realizing that, again, they don't need this other connection. They don't need this, like, oh, you are my twin, or you're this. They're solidifying themselves, stepping into their power, and it's a beautiful thing. And I know many of you are not going to see this card, but karmic partners here. But I think it's, some of the masculines may be dealing with a karmic partner, but some of this could be just the feminines realizing, like, I'm not going to wait around for this anymore. If somebody comes along that, is on this like energetic frequency with her, it's like, I don't have to have this other person anymore. I'm walking away from the notion that this person is my end all be all, and surrendering to their full power that they can attract someone if they want. Or maybe, maybe if their person is with a karmic partner, their person, they're surrendering to just being okay with that, and just being grateful and staying strong, and happy in their own existence, because we have the strength card here. We also have spring, for what it's worth. We have spring, so there could be some developments that are coming further in the spring. And we also, as always, we have inner child. So I feel like, with this, examine the inner child work. I didn't want that to come across as that only the masculine has these things to heal and face. We all have things that are triggered within us, and work that is always ongoing. So just sit with that and think about it. And I may go more into depth on a YouTube video on this at some point in time. I usually record these videos a couple of times a month. So if you would like to look into your particular situation, though, we can structure a reading or a session in any way that you would like. We can do spreads, pull into your dynamic with a specific person. We can look into the healing, and I always look into the healing that we all need within us and provide you guidance on that. So feel free to contact me if you would like more information to schedule a session. Thanks so much.